Hi YouTube. Thanks for tuning in if you have or whatever. Really appreciate it. Sorry it's been a while since my last video. I think it's about mid-March I've done it, so really sorry about that. It's been a while. I've got some new stuff since then. Just before I had a Airsoft Milsim thing at the beginning of May. I got some stuff just before then, literally right a couple of days before then it came in, which is really, really good. Thank you for my mate for dropping that off. My mate Mike, thank you. He's got a channel, Temper Airsoft, really, really good channel. And somewhere there's going to be footage of the Operation Barracuda, which is the one I was on about, which is really good. Okay, I'll get onto 112A. I'm going to show you how, what sort of setup I tend to have during like events and stuff like that. Not always during Airsoft because I don't like to carry everything. Bear in mind, most of the pouches are empty, just because I'm just showing them for today and not... I'm sorry. My coughing gets always really, really bad when I'm doing videos. Okay, yeah, I'm not really just showing them today. There's no point in me putting loads of stuff in it and carrying it. So yeah, to start off, obviously you've seen this one already. This is my Leonfield number 1 Mark III Star, 1918. Which open, really, really nice. Safety catch is working fine. Catch works. Obviously I haven't bought it, so it doesn't really show much. Yeah, brilliant rifle. Obviously the bayonet for this string is in another room at the moment. It's a pain in the ass to get down, so leave it there. Really, really nice rifle, lovely rifle. Obviously, I'm in that as well. I'm wearing British 37 pattern weapon, standard issue for almost everyone who needed who would be issued with webbing, or needed to be issued with webbing. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. This is the 4th time I've had to shoot this, by the way, so my cough keeps getting worse. Bring gun pouches. I think they hold about 2 bring gun mags each, I believe. Yeah. A couple bring gun mags here. So I'm not going to touch them really. A bit minging. I've had them for almost a year, and I haven't cleaned them. I should ready because they're a bit. But yeah, bring gun mags, 2 of them. So I had to put 1 in each pouch. I picked them up at Detland at Military Odyssey, so I'm planning to go there again this year, hopefully. It's going to be good. Yeah, on the webbing, so bring gun mag pouches held up to about 2 bring gun mags each. Yeah, also they can hold like grenades, rifle rounds, or something, stripper clips. Talking about stripper clips, I have a banded lid. It's a 1967 one, but I still think it's a 303 one. I may be wrong, and it might be 7.62, but I'm guessing it's a 303 one. So, holds 50 rounds and 2 stripper clips per pocket, so they go opposite to each other. They line up and they go slip in there. There's some inert rounds in there at the moment, and a stripper clip. One of the rounds went missing ages ago. Randomly it dropped, one round fell off and it disappeared. So yeah, inert rounds are getting expensive. They're just silly prices now. I've seen some like £5 on a stripper clip for 15 quid, which is just disgusting, to be honest with you. I don't know how people sleep at night with stuff at that price. Next is the entrenching tool. Shown it before in a previous video. I used to have it on the back. I think in previous video I did have it on the back. I can't remember. Of the in the centre of the webbing, underneath the cross straps. But I put it there because when it was there, I tended to clothesline myself when going through narrow doors. So it's a bit better there and easier. So a bit closer. There you go. Get my air from the screen. Sorry. So yeah, so there's that. It's a good thing. Obviously this attachment here is a later addition to the entrenching tool. Basically, the entrenching tool it didn't change from the first of all. It's exactly the same. All they did was just attach it to the bag itself. Because before it was with the bayonet on a the health or whatever you want to call it, was on an attachment on next to the bayonet, which is good, but here it's in one compact thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. I'll put it there so I don't close on myself, it's a bit easier. Next is the bayonet. I showed it before, number 4 bayonet, number 4 Leonfield, which I hope to get somewhere, and I was meant to get it a couple of months ago, but I didn't. So there's that. Really nice. Put it back in. If I can find the bloody hole. Oh, there's that. Water bottle holds about, I think, 1 quart or 2 quarts. I can't remember. Standard British procedure during the start of the First World War, and I think mid First World War, it was changed because they found out, they actually thought about it, was to sip it on the march, which was stupid because it was ridiculous. You dehydrate and you die quicker. No wonder. And water supply gets strained, and then they tend to have little water before they go. Procedure is to drink the entire thing before you even go anywhere. Before you go, before you leave, before you start march, before you're on the move. Then refill it for use on the march. And then when you get to the place, if there's water, you refill again and drink the entire thing again. Keep hydrated, you keep your energy up, and you don't die of heat exhaustion. You don't die of dehydration. Sorry. Yeah, so that's that. Really, really good. Next is the respirator case, respirator bag, whatever you want to call it. Most soldiers just ditch the respirator. Sometimes just keep the bag because it's useful to put stuff in and stuff like that, like extra grenades, extra ammo, field dressing, whatever. Because the gas mask was just pointless, really. It was there just for the sake, because in case, literally, it was in a case in case. I'm sorry. So just there in case, and if they needed it, but they didn't, so most of them just chucked it. So gas mask for this one can be a bit pricey. It has a cool sort of strap which can go crossways and it can sit upright. I like it on the weapon like that. A bit easier. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so that's that. If you haven't seen as well, this one of my two favourite helmets in the war is the Mark II. Really, really good helmet. I put new scrim on there and some old scrim, but it's mostly just put it all there recently because I took their net and everything off when I done the Kasserine airsoft game at it was a UCAP site. It wasn't a UCAP event, but it was a UCAP site, the Sandpit down in Dartford. Well, up in Dartford even. It was a really, really good day. It's a huge quarry. It was fantastic. It was Kasserine, so it was like North. So it was Tunisia, 1943, so North Africa. So it was really desert sort of stuff. It was brilliant, really, really good. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to. Anything yet? Oh yeah, sorry. And the small pack as well. I haven't put anything in just to keep it. I'm just showing small pack as well. Really good small pack. Well, pack in general. I really, really like it. Holds quite a lot. Holds mess tins, holds water, stuff like that. Brilliant. And I put my normally put the poncho in there as well. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna come back and show you some of the Cold War stuff I got recently. Well, I say recently, a couple months ago now, but I'm gonna show you that in a second. Back in a minute. Back again. So yeah, now I'm wearing the 58 pattern weapon. This was obviously 58. It was issued to the British Army. Didn't really come into full sort of use until the mid 60s. Obviously, most seen places like Aden, places like that, and especially Northern Ireland. And then obviously climactically, well, I say climactically, it was used during the 90s and late 80s in Ireland, obviously, but obviously very famous for being in the Falklands War. Yeah, so first agenda is so it's a Y yoke. So that goes in there, and it goes to a plate. In some ways, a sort of plate pad at the back, and then 2 straps go down to connect to the weapon at the back. Really comfortable, actually. It's not too. It's good. It's good. It's nicely balanced. The magazine pouches, I've got 2 of them. People can have more. People put more on. They are left and right ones, so the specific ones. So you can't put one on the wrong side. They slant outwards. So when you kneel, they don't get in the way when you kneel, like sometimes the 37 pattern did. Yeah, so got mags in there and stuff like that. The whole mag. A couple of grenades in there, whatever. Grenade. So yeah, really good. There's a lot of stuff. The attachment here on this side with like this twist clip in a way, so it sort of twists so it can lock in place. Just see that. So I'm a bit away from it. Twist clips, so it twists. So it locks in place with this sort of bit here. That is for the grenade attachment for the SLR. Sorry, grenade attachment, I should say. Yeah, English, Jake. So yeah, that's for that. Really quite clever, really. And then on this side, inside here, is the bayonet frog for the SLR as well. So you don't have to carry an extra separate one like you do on the 37 pattern weapon. So really clever. It's been thought about. Then we have the water bottle pouch. Standard, nothing really to explain, nothing fancy about that. The buckle. Oh, well, sorry, I'll show you really. There's a buckle which has like a sort of pin thing and a locking thing with a quick release tab thing, where you attach the entrenching tool. The pin goes to the handle. Well, there's a little hole in the handle of the entrenching tool. Put it to there, and so whatever. Then we have, I'm going to show you now, large pack. Disconnect this actually to show you. Okay. So the large pack, which is, I say, the large but small pack, because a lot of people didn't like it because it didn't really hold much. It's quite uncomfortable to wear. It's clever how it all goes together, but when it's heavy, when there's a lot of weight in it, it's bloody uncomfortable. It just puts so much strain, it just pulls these back, it puts so much strain in your back, it's ridiculous. That's why I like the Bergen I showed in the previous video. That's that. I'm going to put this aside. It attaches with, where's the clips gone? There they are. These two clips here, and then also these ones attached to the loops on the, where are they gone? Sorry, it attaches to here, just to keep it all together, to keep it all in one thing. Keep it quite square. It's quite clever though. So, them clips there, they're attached there, so that sort of clips there, attached to these bits here, these loops here. These clips here, these sort of U-clips in a way, like that, or hooks I should say. These attached to these loops here. So, them one's there. So, yeah, them one's there. So it comes over and loops in there. It goes through this little slot here and comes through there and then hooks onto that. Okay, get rid of that. On the back we have these two large pouches. They're back in the moment, haven't really got much in them apart from them. Right, these hold your mess tins, your rations, etc. All that sort of, and all that jazz really. Anything you really want. And they're large and they're I really find them quite good. And the last but not least is this one, which is my poncho roll for the 58, sorry, pattern weapon. Hooks onto two hooks inside the belt. I'll do that and I'll show you. So right there, so it comes through the here and hooks onto these hooks on the bottom of the belt. The kidney pouches, they attach via the loops here and stuff like that. It's a clever system. It all goes together really nicely. All together really nicely. That's that. So poncho roll. Oh, we were saying about the entrenching tool. Hook and carry thing. Right. This here is how you attach the entrenching tool. So undo that, and then here. So that pin goes into the handle and the entrenching tool, and then that locks on like that. Quick release thing. And here is where you put it for the pickaxe, especially you put the head of the entrenching tool, the pickaxe head, in there. Or it's sometimes tent peg or tent poles. It depends what you're carrying really. You carry your tent in there really. And then there's a little hook thing for the entrenching tool, I think as well. Well, there's one on the large pack as well, which is exactly the same to this. Nothing really to go into about that. That's really it. I'd like to put out some thank yous to I think it's World War II UK, I think. Sorry if I got the name wrong. Your video is really great, mate, and thank you for the really kind words, and to everyone who's put comments helping or whatever, or little some stuff which is supportive and everything. I really appreciate that. I'll be doing another video probably soon. I'll say that it'll be a while. I'm gonna try and do some historical videos because I love military history. If you haven't known already, if you haven't been able to tell. I'm really sorry. Yeah, so I'll be doing some maybe sort of detailed of certain events or something like that during World War II. Obviously thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone who's been supportive. If you've got any comments or you've got any ideas for a video I could do, an item you may want to see, I might have, or I might be able to elaborate on if you need anything about it. I can try and think of anything or whatever. I range of subjects from the war and stuff like that, so I've got some more stuff I'll have to show in the future. Again, thank you very much. Can't think of anything else to have to think about, or oh yeah, that Mark 4 Turtle. Well, the Turtle Shell helmet is one of the other helmet I like. My favourite helmet of all two. The Mark 3, I'll need to get a Mark 3. I've got Mark 4, it's good, but I want to get an original. Or at least a repro of the Mark 3 or something like that. At least something. So thank you very much, and well, I think that's it. Goodbye.